Very happy to be back here, and I wanted to take a second to introduce this next song because we haven't played this in about 2 years, and it's one of the very first songs that we started playing together as a band. It's called Country House. It's off of our first record, Carry the Fire, and it was inspired because when I left college, I took a job, kind of unusual job, right afterwards. I went to work for one of my professors, who was a very inspiring man. His name is Reynolds Price. He was an amazing author, and he was a very inspiring professor at Duke, where I went to school. And so I mixed feelings, I know. It's all ACC love. So when I went to work for him, he had suffered from spinal cancer at the age of 50 and was left paraplegic by the radiation therapy they gave him. And so for 25 years he'd been teaching in a wheelchair, and every year he would have a new student come and assume the role of his caretaker after being in one of his classes. And so I was the 25th assistant to serve in that year-long role. And we lived at his home. We got about 5 hours off a week, but day in and day out, we were lifting him in and out of bed and into his wheelchair and helping him function with his day-to-day activities. And his strength of character and his the enormity of his mind and his brilliance in the face of really difficult odds, which I was very intimately thrust into, was just incredibly inspiring. But this song was inspired by experiencing that level of intimacy of somebody else's life and feeling like you were peeking behind a closed door, and then wondering what a million closed doors that you pass every day hold. It was an extraordinary year. Reynolds passed away about 1.5 years after I left the job, and so it's a song that holds an enormous emotional weight for me, and one I've always struggled to sing. So when we started rehearsing it, it was exciting to see how the band had grown, and hopefully I'll do it justice tonight. But this song is called Country House. Country house with the windows lit by burning wicks, and the walls held up by wood and bricks, and ghosts that wander through. An old man died, but the help won't come till Monday next, and he's gonna meet the architect of the only world he knows. And he's lonesome. Yes, he's lonesome. And the family mourned at the wake he lay in front of them, just as silent as he'd ever been to any young child's eye. And by buried skin, they shed their laughter and their tears, the pain of all those early years when innocence had died. Now they're lonesome. Yes, they're lonesome. Memorials and he may build the halls forever filled. There is a deep and aching chill that settles in our bones, in our bones. 'Cause we lonesome. Yes, we're lonesome.